What about the Vikings franchise tag on Darnold? Do you think you're going to see that? Because I know the deadlines are due on Monday.
Right. Tuesday is the final cutoff, 4 p.m. Eastern time for teams to apply the franchise tag. And so you're right down to it here. He has the same agency that Matthew Stafford does. And so again, these parts are very much interconnected here. With Darnold, he's a younger player. He's 27 years old, coming off of a Pro Bowl, his best season on a 1-year contract. And there's just not a lot of precedent out there for teams to let a guy like that walk for a future potential compensatory draft pick. And so, in a perfect world, I believe, based on everything that I know and understanding the dynamics here, I believe the best outcome for everyone would be Matthew Stafford comes back to Minnesota. They're able to work out some type of a deal similar to like the Baker Mayfield deal in Tampa after he went there, had a big year on a 1-year contract. It wasn't a top of the market deal. It wasn't a bargain basement deal, but it was a good solid contract that gave him a 1+ year guarantee and then gave the Bucs the opportunity to kind of go year to year on that into the future. The difference is the Vikings have their quarterback of the future, JJ McCarthy, already on the roster. You know that his time is coming, but there's also no precedent for a 22-year-old quarterback, first round pick who missed his entire rookie season because of injury and all those reps to then come back. There's no track record on it. And so they've got some very unique dynamics at play here. There has been certainly real conversation about using the tag on Sam Darnold. But if you tag Darnold, you also run the risk that he could run in immediately, sign it, be due about $40 million fully guaranteed in 2025. And at a time that the Vikings also need to address the interior of their offensive line, they're trying to get Aaron Jones back. Their entire starting secondary are free agents. And then all of a sudden, if you're eating up $40 million of the cap and you don't really have any flexibility with that, that could create some challenges. I know this, the way that Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah thinks about this, he comes from a quantitative background, and it's about how do we put together a roster that is going to be championship caliber around the quarterback, whoever that might be. Last year, the answer was we're going to get Darnold for $10 million. We're going to draft somebody, and then we're going to spend the money, go out. And they had a very good free agency with Andrew Van Ginkel and Blake Cashman and Aaron Jones, among others, a bunch of impact players, Jonathan Grenard. That's how they put it together, and it worked really well, and they won 14 games. This time around, does it make sense to go out and spend 30, 35, $40 million, maybe more on Sam Darnold? Or do you go, we'll bring in Daniel Jones on a similar type of contract that Darnold had, let him duke it out in camp with JJ McCarthy and find out what's happening? A tag and trade, Suzy, also can't be ruled out here if they feel like there's a real market. So big decisions ahead in the next 72 hours or so.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.